Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Yusuf Farisi with student ID number 411221406. Today I will talk about a wireless standard that compared from 3G to Wi-Fi 6. Before we talking about the specific, I want to frame our discussion by looking two main families. The first one is cellular that give us a wide area coverage and mobility, and then Wi-Fi that designed for high-speed local connection. These two families, while are distinct, both essential to our connected experience. Cellular standards like 3G, 4G, and 5G are managed by 3GPP and use a licensed spectrum for a long-range mobile communication. And in the other hand, Wi-Fi standards from 802.11n to 802.11be are governed by IEEE and operate over unlicensed spectrum for a local high-throughput networking. The core difference is comes to the primary focus. Like for example, cellular prioritize the mobility and broad coverage, and Wi-Fi aim for the maximum throughput and efficiency in a dense local environment. Now, this is the beginning of the cellular evolution that's called 3G. 3G is a game changer that brought a mobile broadband to life. Before 3G, mobile data was slow and clunky, but in this generation, we get introduced to what is called packet switch data, and making continuous internet access on the go is a reality. This is a shift from circuit switching, mean your phone could be always on for data, that paving the way for a smartphone that we know today. The core technology that we call the WCDMA laid a foundation for more efficient use of spectrum. And with peak speed up to 21.6 megabytes, 3G enabled basic web browsing, email, and even some video streaming. This really the monumental step. But again, the demand and efficiency also keep growing. That we gonna talk about the 4G LTE. 4G LTE is completely redefined what a mobile broadband could be. This wasn't just an upgrade. This is like a fundamental architectural shift to what we call all IP network. That means everything, including voices, become data. This move combined with the OFDMA as the air interface dramatically boosts spectral efficiency and delivered a true broadband speed that often exceeding 100 megabytes. The key innovation like MIMO and carrier aggregation allow us to combine multiple frequency bands that unlock even higher throughput. And with full LTE, voice call moves to IP, improving call quality and integration. This generation brought a high-definition video streaming and reliable mobile hotspot to the masses. Then we talk about again like we need even more lower latency and we need more speed like massive and also massive connectivity. And that's why we arrive in the generation that's called 5G NR. 5G NR is not a technology not only for a faster phone, but is also for the intelligent that connected to the future. 5G isn't just about speed, it's about enabling entirely new use case with ultra low latency and massive connectivity. We're talking about some service category here, like enhanced mobile broadband for things like AR/VR, ultra reliable low latency communication for critical application like autonomous vehicle and massive machine type communication for IoT devices. The key innovation, like network slicing, allow us to create a virtual dedicated network for specific needs. And massive MIMO with beamforming precisely direct signal, maximizing efficiency, making a transforming network from passive type into intelligent adaptive system. Now we're gonna talk about the Wi-Fi sector. Wi-Fi, starting with the Wi-Fi 4, this generation brought a fundamental change to the local wireless, or that also introduced a MIMO technology, or multiple input, multiple output technology, that allowed a Wi-Fi device to use multiple antennas to send and receive data simultaneously. This is also a game changer that boosts a theoretical speed up to 600 megabytes, at a tenfold increase over its predecessor. Then we also saw the introduction of channel bonding, which combined two 20 megahertz channel into single 40 megahertz channel for even more bandwidth. This means faster download and smoother streaming for everyone at home and in the office. And this innovation laid a groundwork for an even greater speed. That's make the Wi-Fi 5. Wi-Fi 5 delivered a gigabit speed into our local network. This standard moves exclusively to 5 gigahertz band, which offered more channel and less interference. The big innovation here is MU MIMO, or multi-user MIMO, which allowed your access point to talk to several devices at once, not just one at a time. This significantly improved the efficiency in busy environment. We also saw wider channel up to 160 MHz and more advanced modulation like 2056 uh, QAM that packing more data into each signal. This also means a smoother experience for everyone, especially in home with many connected devices. But even with this kind of innovation, congestion also remain as a challenge. And that's why we have what we call a Wi-Fi 6 and also Wi-Fi 6E by extension that tackled a growing problem in the network congestion head on. It borrowed a key technology from a cellular network, or OFDMA, or orthogonal frequency division multiple access, that lets an access point serve multiple clients simultaneously within a single transmission, like a multi-lane highway for data. Wi-Fi 6 also introduced DSS coloring that help reduce interference in dense area, making Wi-Fi more reliable in places like stadium and crowded places. Now with a Wi-Fi 6E, we gained access to entirely new 6 GHz band that provide a massive amount of clean, uncongested spectrum. This innovation made Wi-Fi much more efficient, especially when many devices are competing for bandwidth. Now, after we arrive in the Wi-Fi 6, we're gonna have a question. What if we could use all the all of these bands together, like 2.4, 5 gigahertz, 6 gigahertz, we can use it all together. And that's why we developed what we called a Wi-Fi 7 or 802.11be. This is a new technology that takes efficiency and speed into entirely new level with multi-link operation or MLO. MLO allow your device to use all the available Wi-Fi bands like 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, and 6 gigahertz simultaneously. Not just switching between bands, but it's using them all at once for a massive boost in throughput and lower latency. We're talking with theoretical speeds up to 46 gigabit per second, and it's nearly 5 times faster than Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 7 also introduced a ultra-wide 320 MHz channel and 40 4096 QAM modulation that further increase data capacity. That mean incredible fast, reliable connection, and perfect for demanding application like AR or VR and real-time gaming. Now, in this section, we can see how the cellular standards have evolved. We moved from the basic mobile web with 3G to the ultra-fast, low latency capabilities of 5G. And each generation brought a fundamental changes, like shift to an all-IP network in the 4G, which redefined mobile broadband, and 5G we see a massive MIMO and network slicing that enabling the entirely new use case for AR or VR or smart factory. And now, just like a cellular, Wi-Fi also have seen a dramatic improvement. As you can see here, from Wi-Fi 7 to Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 4 to Wi-Fi 7, throughput has increased by astonishingly 75 times in just 15 years. And each Wi-Fi generation introduced a key innovation that tackled a bottleneck. MIMO in Wi-Fi 4 boosted the speed, uh, but Wi-Fi 5 brought up MU-MIMO for a multi-device handling. Then we have the Wi-Fi 6 introduced the OFDMA that borrowed from the cellular to optimize the dense environment. And we have the Wi-Fi 7 multi-link operation or MLO that also a game changer for our speed and latency. This innovation ensure the Wi-Fi keep pace with our growing demand for local capacity, connectivity. Now, what does all this mean for the future? We seeing a clear convergence between cellular and Wi-Fi, both borrowing the best idea from each other. Speed is no longer the main challenge. It's about the latency, reliability, and efficiency in the complex environment. Spectrum is also critical. With a new band like 6 GHz for Wi-Fi and mmWave for 5G unlock a massive capacity. Finally, intelligence is moving to the edge, making our network smarter and more adaptive. Looking ahead, 5G Advanced and Wi-Fi 8 maybe promise even better innovation that pushing the boundaries of what possible in the wireless communication. And that's all for talking about the cellular and the Wi-Fi section. I think that's all from me. Thank you.